Hello and welcome to another Marketing Minute Live. Hey, Jasmine, thanks for joining us.
Well, we all know that now sales are migrating online more than ever. In fact, 76% of US shoppers prefer to shop online, and we see these statistics continue to increase amidst everything that's going on. More and more people are switching to shopping online, especially now as we go into the holiday shopping season. We see an increase in consumers deciding just to go online so they can avoid the crowds in stores, lines in stores, and so on. And with
Now,
that, oh, go ahead.
I was going to just say that, of course, it creates a great advantage for them, that this opportunity exists. And with that being the case, if you have thought about selling online and you're a little bit hesitant because of all of the work involved, then today's session is for you. Now, if you're joining live or you're watching the replay, of course, we want to know where you're connecting from. So go ahead and type it in the comments below so that we can see and, of course, say hello to you. But let's dive right into today's session.
Mhm. So, to start off, switching online sales can really just be daunting for businesses. There's a lot of hurdles that go up with selling online. The first can be just creating a website. Many stores who may have just had a storefront or worked physically, they may not have even had a website or one that functioned in a way where they had an online store or people could even shop online.
And I know of one in particular. We interviewed her before, Judy from The Mermaid's Tale. Now, they are getting ready to put online shopping in place, but it does take some time. And in the meanwhile, what they have done, they've highlighted specials. They have deal of the day, steal of the week, and they highlight it through video on Facebook and they have people call them. Of course, you can imagine there's only so many phone calls you can handle at a time. So that creates a hurdle for you in itself. But when embarking on online e commerce, there are other things that you need to consider aside from having a website and a store in place. You also need to have a merchant account, a gateway account. And sometimes it may not be feasible to do something like that, like get an authorized net account if you're just selling one or three items per month. But at the same time, it shouldn't discourage you from testing the waters. There's other challenges that you end up running into, though.
Yeah, and on top of all the um, steps that take place behind the scenes, now you have to think of a way to push your new e-commerce online shop through marketing. So it's not only setting it up, but then it's like the other side of it, which is the marketing side too. So all of this goes into switching to e-commerce or at least making online sales available for your business.
But of course, remember we said we have a solution for you. Now, by the way, if you're just joining, we're talking about um, how you can easily put a turnkey solution in place, allowing you to sell online. And again, that's very important as we're coming up to the what I call the trifecta. You've got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, creating great opportunities for you to increase sales. So let's talk to them about this turnkey solution that they can put in place and they can use with their email marketing and social media marketing efforts.
hmm As mentioned in our description, the solution is shoppable landing pages with constant contact. So, a shoppable landing page is just a user friendly feature that's with constant contact that can get your products quickly online. It's one simple web page that shows your products, and people can buy from that page. You're able to manage your customers, products, and even look at sales and analytics all with a constant contact account.
So let's go ahead and take a look at that demonstration. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. Give us a moment here.
Mhm. Okay, so to start off, um, I'm creating a demo, or this is the demo. So you would create a shoppable landing page by clicking the create button, the same way you would a normal email. So I've clicked on landing pages. You have a lot of choices as you can see, but you're going to click on landing pages, shoppable landing page. And once you're in here, it's the same way you would create an email, pretty much drop and drag. If you've seen any of our webinars with email marketing and using Constant Contact, the editor setup, it's the same editor. You can put in your logo. So we're using the example of Mermaid's Tail, setting up an online shop for them. This is just a example that we put together, as Karen had mentioned before. Add in text. So we want to use this landing page saying they've just opened up online shopping. So that was the title. I put in some more details about about their new online shopping options. You can also set design details just like you would again with an email. So I'm setting the background, different colors such as those. And you can make this actually consistent with your website. So if you have a website but you don't have e-commerce with the website yet and you want to use a landing page, you can still design your landing page to have the same colors and design concept as your website. So it's really good working hand in hand if you're just starting out with e-commerce. So I've made some changes here in the text, played around with the colors. I put the colors are from the Mermaid's Toe website. So at least it had the same kind of feel as the actual website. And then we can go in and add our products. So to add your product, you actually have an online store in Constant Contact. So here I'm going to go ahead and actually manage my products. I want to show you all how to add a product. So first, you'll set up your shop. You put in your address, tax information, payment options. You have PayPal, Stripe, and then on cash. And we've chose the on cash. And now we're going to add some products. So the products here would be at the blue button at the bottom. You can pick your product by putting in your name, an expert of the product, description. A description of your product is actually going to show up on the shoppable landing page. An expert excerpt is more of when someone clicks through to the product. You can also set the price. I was copying over a description, trying to find one. And then you can also choose a shipping charge. So maybe some of your items, the cost is more. Of course, ours is free because in this example, people are going to pick up the item. So we've made shipping free. Your excerpt has to be quite short, only 150 characters. I've put in the price, and you can also add images. You can add more than one. And of course, if you see at the bottom, those advanced settings, you can have discounts and set some more options. So I've added some more products. And now I'm actually going to go back to the landing page. So that way you can see the products in action. So I've added those products in from the manage product section. And I'm going to go ahead and add all the products in there. You still have the ability to change the button colors and so on if you wanted to. You can add multiple products to one shopping page or just one. You don't have to have all of them. Maybe if you have a collection. And this is really nice. I don't know if Karen can pause here, but um, the first section, when you're finishing your settings for your landing page, a few things that you can do is first of all, thank you for pausing it. So when everyone who makes a purchase, you can add them to a list. And in fact, that is a or you have to, I should say, um, you have to make sure that you have a list. It's added to a list. So that's a good way to keep up with your customers. So anyone that purchases something using that landing page can go right in a list with Constant Contact. And now you can use email marketing along with e-commerce. Another nice thing about the features with the shoppable landing page is you can add a Facebook pixel. We've talked about Facebook tracking and digital ads on Marketing Minute Live all the time and in a lot of webinars. Um, but this will allow you to keep up with customers and maybe send repeat orders to customers without spending a lot of money. Those page views Okay, there you go. So now you can So you have the Facebook Pixel and then you have Google Tracking. So you're actually able to sync your Google Analytics and anything that's happening on that shoppable landing page, such as e-commerce sales or page views together. So those two features are really nice. I wanted to pause so you can see that it's not just a standalone. You're really able to integrate the shopping landing pages with marketing tools that you may have already been using. Okay, so going ahead, I've took the time to fill all that out. Things that you can do with adding category. I updated the product.
So that's the process of the.
Version of the web page. Oh, did it show it?
No, we just had a little freeze in between, and that's
Oh,
part
okay.
of being live. You get to see our bloopers in
Yeah.
between. But actually, I want to share with them the finished product. So give me a moment, guys. Let me see if I can share that page with you. And the beautiful thing about this, I want to show it to you in action. Okay. So you can see it down below my screen here. And with the finished product here, you can see it's as easy. Now, I must include this disclaimer. This is just a demo. So the prices listed on here is not accurate. But of course, if you see anything and you're interested and you want to reach out to the Mermaid's Tail, we encourage you to do so. But keep in mind that this is just a demonstration. So the prices that you see here and the items that you're seeing displayed, it may not even be in stock. It's just a demonstration. Okay. Good. So let's say someone comes to the shoppable landing page and they click add cart. Now, just imagine the things you can do with this. Imagine including a link to this page with your Facebook post. Imagine sending out an email to your all of your subscribers and it includes a link to this page. This is an awesome conversion opportunity. So they click add to cart and they can select the quantity that they want and then proceed to checkout. Now I want to make sure you can still see my checkout page here because I got to share that too. Give me a moment because it actually opened up a second page. So, oh, actually, no, you can see it. It looks like you
Hmm.
can see my checkout page. Okay, so um, you proceed to checkout. Oh, no, you can't. That's not the page that we want. So give me 1 second. Let me take this down and I am going to share with you the checkout page that it took us to here. Okay. So here's the checkout page that it took us to, and they will then fill in all of their information, shipping information. Now, in terms of payment, you heard Jasmine mention that you can use PayPal, you can use Stripe, or you can use pay on delivery, or maybe that's also called considered pay ahead before delivery or pay ahead before pickup, whatever those arrangements are, and it makes it easy for them to go ahead and complete that transaction.
Hmm. And I was going to mention with that checkout page, that is a very common setup. Like I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is very this a lot of online e-commerce shops use that exact setup. So it's very familiar. It's nothing that it's not like a learning curve to it for your customers, and it's just such an easy way to be able to integrate e-commerce and still benefit from a lot of the options that you may have.
I agree. And if there's any time for you to test the waters, it would be now. Um, we've got a short span of time before the trifecta, so it allows you to identify some products that you'd want to try putting together to sell and start marketing it. And guess what? If you're able to generate enough sales and really show that putting an e-commerce store is ideal for you, then you take the next step on making that investment. Now, you heard me mention to you that creating a gateway account and a merchant account, there's a monthly fee that you pay for that. And with some merchant companies, you're in a commitment for a period of time. So sometimes that's not ideal if you're testing the waters. I remember one bank signing up for a merchant account. If you cancel before the cancellation period, you pay 300 and something dollars. So because of those reasons, sometimes companies steer away from setting up a merchant account and a payment gateway before they know for a fact that they can generate the enough sales to um, justify a merchant and a gateway account. However, using something like PayPal and Swipe, you don't have the upfront commitment. They give you certain fees that you pay. Of course, you factor that into the cost of the product and it allows you to test it out. Now, what you find down the road is that you may have um, enough sales where you're actually paying more to such a company and you can save by going the route of having your own merchant account and your own payment gateway. So going through a process like this really allows you to test the waters, get some sales in, and easily transition over from a PayPal or Swipe to an authorized net account and your own payment gateway.
Very nice.
So I'm sure you, in looking at this demonstration, especially for those who look at our live session after hours, you may have some questions. You may even want to know how to go about setting up a demonstration yourself. Jasmine did mention that this tool is within Constant Contact and you're able to easily create a trial account. We can definitely include the link, right, Jasmine,
Yep,
to
you can put it in the
uh,
comments.
yeah, to a 60-day trial for you to test it out. And that way you can try it out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. We can help you through the process.
Yep, we'd be happy to help.
So that brings us to the end of today's session. And by the way, if you're already using shoppable landing pages, we want to hear about it. Tell us about it in the comments
Yeah.
below. We're going to be looking out for those comments. Thank you for joining us for another Marketing Minute Live, and we look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. Make this week